What's up, man?
How we doing, Matt?
We're live.
I know.
I couldn't do the actual intro.
Yeah.
There we are. See? There's production right there.
Yeah.
We're here. We're here. JBC.
How's it going?
We're live.
I'm very happy. NFL's back.
We're 7 days in to this RPS venture. We got 124 live. What about
Working
that?
my ass off.
And this will be ad-free. Sponsored by Burger King this week.
Yeah. Well, I'm more of a Wendy's man myself, obviously, but
sponsored by Burger King. Grab yourself some today. Who the hell are these guys? Where's Holden? That's from Kevin Reed.
Oh man. I asked the same question. Wiley doesn't even have Holden to protect him today.
No, it's just you and me. I said I want to get in the Thunderdome with JBC. That's what I was saying. Like, people maybe from Twitter have a misconception, but you're actually one of the nicest people I know. The first thing you said to me when I said, "Hey, we're doing a show Thursday up to lock," without even saying, "Oh, that sounds good," you go, "I'm going to mentally gut you like the fish you are."
Sometimes you just got to tell people how it is and they don't like it, but
Yeah, so there you go. So I was going to say here, I told you this story before because we've got an hour to kill, so I have to have some filler.
Yeah.
Speaking of Burger King, who is a sponsor this week, grab yourself some today, right? Yeah. We used to work as a client of ours was a fast food company. I won't name the company, but I went to his office, the CEO's office once, and he had the logo of the fast food company right here. We'll get to pics in a second. Get the logo of the fast food company right here. And he goes, "You see this right here, Matt? You see this?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "People stop me at the airport to talk about this logo. You want to know why?" I said, "Sure." He said, "Great fucking burger at a great fucking price." And I said, "Can I leave your office now, sir?" But then I thought about it today. It's like, for Burger King, that would be a great fucking show.
That'd be the shirt from the restaurant itself, or like just a polo.
That's all he ever wore. No, the corporate logo. Great fucking. So every time I'm around my office, I stop at some of my staff and I go, "Great fucking burger at a great fucking price." All right.
That's just like me.
That's right.
Burger at a great fucking price. Run pure.
Well, isn't that JBC? Isn't that what that is?
Yeah, of course. Junior bacon cheeseburger. The best item on the menu at Wendy's. It's the best item on the menu at Run Pure Sports too.
17% off for life, any and all packages, NFL 17 code.
Yep.
So we're back in NFL season. That's good because I was mired in the MLB muck. And
baseball, it drags. I mean, this season was crazy good, but it drags.
The 2500 Tuesday was wild. We're glad to have Showdown. This is a wild game, though. And I was going to ask you.
Fucked everything up. What's
that?
The Kelsey shit fucked everything up.
Yeah, talk about that, because we were talking about that earlier before we started the show. So go to sort of your game theory, game script, where you start.
So, first game of the season, right? And Kelsey's been with the Chiefs for God knows how long now, 9-10 years, whatever it is. And hasn't missed a game due to injury since, 2013. I think we haven't seen him without him very much, like maybe for small periods of time. And we definitely haven't seen them without him with this exact roster. And so it's kind of hard to see where everybody else will fill in. A lot of people think that Noah Gray is just going to slip right in and do the Kelsey role, but it's like, is he really capable of, making those kinds of plays? Are they going to go to the running backs more often? It's I feel like it's pretty crapshooty.
Well, and that was it for best ball season too. I mean, Kelsey was a big question mark. Do you take him 4th or 5th?
I was just
after the injury, he was going 14th, 15th, right? So that's how fickle people are.
Yeah, the best ball draft. They asked me in the interview beforehand who was the one person I was not taking in the first round, and I said Kelsey, and I guess I got a little lucky that he got hurt, but whatever.
Yeah, on paper, KC doesn't really have great, weapons.
Don't have to. Green Bay did this for years.
So we look at this game, right? And we started. I said, let's look at every projection. Well, let's go to RPS projections. They're up.
Yep.
And so, let's talk about your game theory first. I had it about 27-21 Chiefs. Mahomes, what did I have, Matt? Over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns passing.
You're pretty heavily liking the under.
What's that?
You're pretty heavily liking the under, only 48. 27-21.
Yeah. I think Detroit fucks them up a little bit. I mean, they're a good team.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm very bullish on both of these teams this year as a general statement.
Yeah, I don't think it's a lay down. I don't think Detroit's a lay down type team, and I don't think I think they're going to miss Kelsey a lot. I think it's going to be closer than maybe what people think. What's the spread right now? 4?
Yeah.
Actually, what did you bet just now, by the way?
Oh, I did just get a bet down. Mid-show bet. Here, let me post this to Twitter real quick. I bet Kansas City minus 3.5, minus 120, 12 grand.
How much?
And
How much?
12 grand. And
12 grand.
Tweet.
So I'm going to take Mahomes spreads it out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one touchdown I'm sort of locking in my game theory is to MVS.
You think that he'll catch it or he'll drop it?
No, he'll catch it. He's going. I said, what did I say? I said 570 and 1 for MVS.
That would be a nutted game for him.
And then it's going to be a crapshoot for the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be Richie James?
I like Sky Moore a lot today. I put him in the core. I think that he has a bigger role in the offense this year, and another player missing is just going to make that even more prominent.
We'll go over the projections then, and you say higher or lower. And this is going to be DK projections too, right?
Yeah.
So Mahomes public about 26. Are you higher or lower?
I think higher. They're gonna need to throw. I'm not as sold on the under as you. I think we may get a shootout.
ASB. 17.
This is my biggest buy. I think he's going way over. I have him as my core captain. I think he's going to have a big game. Detroit relies on him a lot, especially if they get behind. He's going to be getting the ball a ton.
In fact, even before you looked at pricing this week, you said ASB's captain, lock it.
Well, I mean, I took him in first round in the 50K best ball, so I believe in him a little bit.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, Goff's going over too, I think. I think that they're going to be going back and forth down the field more than people think.
I'm over on Mahomes. I'm over slightly on ASB at 17. Mm-hmm. I think I have 19.5. And I'm over on both.
I like all the high-low builds. The ones that have all three of them, those are my favorite builds on DraftKings this week, for sure.
Jahmyr Gibbs, that's your guy. Say what you said about Jahmyr Gibbs today.
I think that there's a distinct, they're talking about they don't want to run him into the ground, but I think there's a distinct chance that only means that he won't get very many carries. But, passing game, all bets are off. I think he may get a ton of dump offs, may have a line like 5 carries and 7 or 8 catches and actually end up really popping off. So I like him to score a bunch today too.
Josh D says Sky Moore sucks.
Sky Moore might suck, but Mahomes does not suck.
McKinnon 2+ touchdowns from Smokestack. I think yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
maybe not 2+ touchdowns, but I think he gets 1.
They've seemed reluctant to incorporate him into the offense early in the season in past years, and then toward the end of the season, as they get more injuries, they end up throwing him the ball every play. Only now the injuries are already here, so he may get a ton of work today.
The other thing is, does Gibbs split with Montgomery? I think Montgomery getting the. What's that?
Montgomery's going to get all the carries, I think, but Gibbs will be the passing back, and they're going to be passing more than they're running.
I think Montgomery gets the first touchdown. 7-0 Lions are. Sky Moore, you liked over. Well, his projection's 11. You like the over on that? I'm probably
Yeah.
under. I'm under on Sky Moore. Okay.
PPR especially, I think he's going to get his points.
Pacheco, I have at 12.5, which is over 10.
I just don't,
I think he's going to have a big year. I took a lot of him in best ball.
So it worries me with McKinnon, like every time it seems like we're going to get a breakout out of Pacheco, McKinnon ends up doing everything. So I don't know. I obviously first game, we don't know for sure. It could go either way, but I am leaning toward McKinnon getting more run than him.
MVS, I like his projection is 9, 10, depending on where you're looking. I have him at 5 and 70 without a touchdown, and then with the touchdown, he's 18 points. I think he's majorly in play.
5 catches is a lot for him because he only goes deep. But FanDuel, I think that he's a lot more viable of an option, just because it's not PPR. Even though he's a little more expensive, people might not take him. And if he just catches that 160-yard bomb, he's pretty much nutted. So I like him over there.
You like Tony?
I think I like Tony more than the market does. I feel like because of his price and his projection, a lot of people are not on him, and you may get a really depressed ownership figure, and there might be some levers there.
The Tony started to really pop, and then he got hurt last year, but he really started to come into his own.
I feel like that happens.
That's right. We won't do kickers yet. We'll find about that at the end. Laporta, TE1 for Detroit.
Right.
I have him at like a 225. I don't have him much. I'm under on him.
Detroit just doesn't seem to go to the tight ends a lot. The running backs eat a lot of those short catches. Basically the opposite of Kansas City typically. So, I'm going to have to see it before I can really buy into it. I mean, obviously, I think they had a game either last year or the year before where one of the tight ends, I think Brock Wright, had like 3 catches for 3 yards and 3 touchdowns. Obviously, that could happen. But, I'm not really bullish on Detroit tight ends.
Marvin Jones. He's kind of graying a little bit. I have him. I mean, his projection's 6.5. That doesn't mean much. I have him a little higher than that. So I'm probably over on Marvin Jones. I mean, he goes 435 at 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, he's a little bit like MVS, where he can catch those deep or get those deep balls and end up blowing up. 2 catches for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns or something stupid like that. Definitely on the board, but at the 6,200 price point, more expensive than Jerick McKinnon. Like, it's tough to rationalize it other than when you're playing 150.
Josh Reynolds. What's Josh Reynolds' price in the 2K range?
Yeah,
Raymond's 800. What's that? 28.
28.
I said there was probably 2 guys below Butker that you have multiple, but one we'll get to, and Josh Reynolds could have a big game.
Right.
What's his floor? About 8 for you? 7 or 8?
Yeah, I mean he's going to get the ball thrown to him. He's going to be on the field, and at that price point, wide receiver, DraftKings scoring, I don't see how he doesn't get to at least 6 or 7 at a minimum.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my lineups. I got about 25% Josh Reynolds. Raymond could be a factor here in a second. CEH, he's projected at 5. How about a projection of fucking 0?
Yeah.
He's dust.
I feel like in college he looks so explosive, and then he gets hurt a couple times, and I feel like he kind of lost his confidence maybe somewhere along the way. Or it could just be like all running backs where they get hit some and then they can't do it anymore.
I just think Pacheco has a really big season, and I think McKinnon is used a lot tonight. And I mean, listen, your best ball narrative and bias really shows through in these games. Like, I'm a huge Richie James guy. We'll get to him in a second, but I mean, Richie James is the guy that can blow up an entire slate. And here I am mouthing off about him the entire season because I took 87% of him in best ball. Only because late season with the Giants last year, him and Hodgins seemed to have some amazingly big games. And I was really surprised he left the Giants and went to the Chiefs, and now he's wide receiver 4, but
I mean, he had some of those games for the 49ers too. I don't know. Yeah. I think he's a guy that just needs more of a shot, and the Chiefs is definitely not the place where you're going to get that shot.
I showed you my projections today, and I had already built my lineups, and then you said, why don't you have Khalif Raymond? And I thought he was out. But he's perfectly in play.
Yeah, he's the best play down there. I think so. You like Watson, but I think Raymond's the best play under.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Okay, so I've seen some very intelligent people, Nick G, talk about Justin Watson. Okay, so yeah, I library a lot of this shit from games during the past year, and Justin, as to who burned me in best ball, overdrafted the next year, Zay Jones, Evan Ingram. Who burned me last year in Showdown? It was always Justin Watson, right? And now you have no Kelsey.
Russell
Wilson. Huh?
Russell Wilson's the guy who burned me last year.
Justin Fields. But now you have Watson, who is going to do one of these 341 type games. I think he's 3 catches for 40 yards. I think that's his floor for 7 points. So 7.200 guy. He's virtually in all of my lineups. I'm not going to lock him because you and I both have the same strat. You let the projections feed the optimizer. Don't force min-max ownership or your captains. Let the calculator do its work. But you've got a $200. I think if I have big conviction on Justin Watson, 7 points, he's majorly in play. Which you could talk about this, which makes you not have to price down in terms of your captain, as long as Mahomes not mid, which he might be.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of Mahomes and captain, I think that is probably going to be over-owned today because there's so much value at the base. You got Raymond, you got Watson, you got Blake Bell, you got Ross, Richie James, Gray, Reynolds, even Edwards-Helaire could get a touchdown. There's just so much down there. It's hard to not play Mahomes at captain. And on FanDuel, at the MVP, I feel like you got to lock him. I just locked him all 150 on FanDuel.
Do you ever do you max out salary in these?
For the most part. Typically floor, I use a 49K floor usually, which is way higher than most people do, but as I always bullshit about in the chat, winning 30K 50 times is better than winning 1,000,000 once, and the swings are far better. So, I'm not sitting there trying to intentionally try and get unique. If unique happens, it happens. But I'm just going to play all the best lineups and go from there.
I'm a 0 floor. If I have an $800 lineup, that's fine.
Yeah. I just, to each his own.
I know what you would normally say to me.
There's more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I think that the variance in playing that strategy is so extreme because you can get wiped every slate for an entire season. Like that would be completely within the realm of outcomes playing no floor, but you're also a lot more likely to just randomly hit 1,000,000 solo. So it's just about your risk tolerance and what you're willing to deal with. And I mean, having done this as a job for, 12 years or however long it's been now, you try and minimize variance where you can.
So we'll talk about that because I think people like to know what overall your strategy is when you build, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, some people are really heavily rules based, i.e. one of Richie James, Ross, or a Watson, or min-max of X, Y, and Z. Your projections basically only model and game script.
I think I have 2 rules today. Every game's different, obviously. Lamar Jackson's not going to be the same as Goff as far as quarterback play. Today, DraftKings, I think I did force at least one Mahomes off every lineup. And then if quarterback is captain, then force one skill player at least. And other than that, the other big thing is I don't play onslaughts. I only play 4-2 and 3-3 builds. I don't play any 5-1s, especially unless
not even the optimizer spits it out.
No, I intentionally make it not do it.
So my stack exposure right now is 73% 4-2, 68% 3-3, and 6%. Sorry, 45% 3-3 and 6% 5-1, which I'm okay with.
Right, it's not giving you very much, but no. I just eliminate it because it's going to take. Do we really think the Chiefs are going to win by 35 today? Spreads 3.5, 4.
So what do you think? 31-28 type game?
Yeah, I mean,
no, you need to win your bet.
I mean, it's somewhere in that range. 31-28, 34-28, 35-31. I mean, all those scores are very high, but these are some high-scoring teams, and Detroit's defense was not great a year ago. So, I think that they're going to get out there and score even without Kelsey.
People have asked about Rashee Rice.
Don't know enough.
I don't know enough. That's
there.
I have Rice and Ross at one catch for 12 yards, maybe 2 points. I don't think they're going to hit the board.
It's tough to know how.
But who knows? They could be the touchdown guy and fuck us early.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking. I've got him some, but it's not. It's like I've been saying with some other things. It's tough to rationalize playing him at that price when Sky Moore's right there. And I'm bullish on Sky Moore, kind of by relation. I'm low on Rashee Rice.
Oh, I thought you were related to Sky Moore. No. What was it? Noah Gray lineups. We didn't talk about Noah Gray, or did we?
I mean, well, the thing about Noah Gray, we did, but I just think everybody's going to play him, and
everyone's going to think he's Kelsey 2.0.
Right. They're all going to. They're thinking, Mahomes will be able to get him the ball and this, that, and the other. And at 2,400, I mean, he could very easily go crazy, but I mean, I don't believe in it enough to put him in 60% of my lineups, which might end up being what it is. I don't know how crazy people are going to go on him, but they might go ballistic.
Yes. So we come down to then, well, let's talk about kickers. You bang on me because I'm a huge kicker.
Fish.
I won 3 of these last year, you troll.
Yeah, I definitely won more than that.
Okay, so Butker, let's say Butker is what, 42, 48?
44.
44. Exactly. That was a test and you passed. Butker I have on a standard game today with 10 points. But with a 50-yarder, I think he's going to 15.
That's
right?
really, really aggressive.
It's fucking aggressive. Okay, 3 field goals, 150 or more.
How many games did Butker have 50? What's he gonna run for a touchdown? 15?
Fuck you! You said you were slopping him up today.
Yeah,
he went to your school. He's your cousin.
Butker's my guy, but Andy Reid loves kicking him some field goals. But dude, think about all those scores that I just mentioned. Say we get, even if we get some crazy amount of points, let's say we get 69 points, right? 38-31. That means he's kicking one fucking field goal. When you're taking kickers, you're relying on the coach to be stupid to win, and that does not sit well with me. Although they are mostly dumb, but
I just don't like a lot below Butker, and I think I don't think it's as high scoring as
I have a
someone goes. Spencer Smith goes. Is this wily guy high?
Yeah. Oh, you dude. Let me look at how much Butker do you have? I want to hear this first.
All right, I'm gonna a little peek behind the curtain right now. And this could change, but it won't. Hold on, please. One moment, please. How much in captain? I'm just kidding.
That's the Tony move. The kicker captain. He shipped.
I'm not going to captain a kicker or defense.
Dude, Tony made like $250,000 off of a quick kicker captain lineup last year.
Yeah, we love kickers we love kickers. No, I'm about 30% Butker, and I think that's very reasonable.
Defenses need to die.
God damn, he's gonna kick a 50-yarder at the end of the game.
How much do you got? We got to hear it.
30%. That's not bad.
Well, that's not crazy.
No.
I've got Butker. Let's see right here. 21. I'm at 21.
Okay, so we're not that terrible, right? I'm not. Listen, I'm not. And Patterson is a little less. I have him at 9 projected. But if you let's say our game script is entirely accurate, and things play out the way I think they do, 1, 2, 3 captains for you are what?
St. Brown is number 1,
and
Mahomes is 2, and then a massive drop off to Gibbs next.
Yeah, I'm Mahomes large. I don't think he'll be mid. I think he's going 26.
But the thing is, if he goes 26, one of his teammates might just go crazy.
Yeah, but when you have Watson conviction at $200, that's the point. Like I have made that commitment that Justin Watson is going to have a big game.
Yeah, so then
then unless ASB goes off for 30, then I'm screwed. Yeah, but I am the same game as you with Mahomes, ASB, and then Goff, which we talked about it. Could he throw 400 yards today and just do something really stupid and wild?
I mean, he did it several times last year. But, I think if Goff throws for 400 yards, that St. Brown will have 40. So that's the logic there.
JBC is too nice to gut Wiley. I promise you that's not the case, Joe.
I'm too nice.
He's being nice now. That's right.
Yeah.
We got to kill 30 more minutes. There's no way. There's no way we can kill 30 more minutes.
Of course we can.
Go to the social Discord. We need more questions. More questions.
Right here.
Hang on.
Let's hit these questions.
If Casey's offense stalls, which is likely with Kelsey out, Butker may be the guy. Thank you, Derek Hernandez. Smart
you did mention that too. Derek Hernandez, completely rational. That, if they can't score in the red zone, then Butker could definitely kick a bunch of field goals because Andy Reid's dumb. But
my 11-year-old daughter just said, "Rip it."
Rip it.
Rip it. Kate,
your 11-year-old daughter's in the chat.
That's yeah.
Be nice, guys.
Sorry for the language from Dad. Someone said, "Can you guys repeat the rules for the cheap guys?" I mean, sometimes I used to say pick one max of certain players because I only think 200 guy will show. But if your projections play out, why limit yourself if 2 of them are on the roster? They may be limited by your floor at 49.2. It may be impossible for that to happen. But do you have any rules on cheap guys?
No, I don't. My big thing is not to limit it too much and to just let it do its work. I think that you can really get yourself into trouble looking for correlation, and it's just not worth it.
Does stacking either team's running backs make any sense?
I mean, I'm definitely not we have a visitor.
I heard kicker captains and I got excited. Is that what my theme music comes on when we talk kicker captains?
Tony's going to come in and give us a completely different take on the kicker captains.
No,
tonight
I can't argue tonight. I can't.
Back to the running back. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Because I'm not going to play kicker captain tonight, so I can't argue it tonight. If it was a different game, I'd come in and make it more interesting with that.
Is it
I need
smart?
to know how
dogs
many.
barking?
I had to come on though because I need to know how many uniques to use in my optimizer tonight from JBC.
Oh yeah, I mean, I went with 2. I mean, 1 is definitely plenty reasonable with how much cheap value there is. I don't think you have to go 2, but I definitely went with 2 myself. Let's see. Devoured by Chaos says, "Is it smarter to fade Mahomes at captain in single injury?" No. No.
No.
Watch it be a kicker game. I mean,
Thank you.
Dan
See?
Campbell doesn't really like to kick like that. I feel like he goes for it.
Even
I'm not
like
a
in a game
Patterson
like
guy.
this, though, you just don't need it. Like even if a kicker gets like 14 tonight,
Thank
it's
you.
not going to be good.
Thank you.
Some game, like the whole reason last year, I know everyone makes fun of it, and that's fine with me. But the whole reasoning why we shipped in that showdown last year actually came like exactly how we said it. Or like if it's a 17-14 type game and the studs get all the points and they settle for field goals, we'd win. And that's exactly what happened was the funny part. But tonight, I mean, Mahomes, no matter what, I mean, outside of injury, is going to – you just don't need it. Like it's almost impossible for kickers to end up in the captain winner. They could easily end up in the utility winner, though.
Sprite Soda says this podcast is sponsored by Sprite. Best running back at captain tonight, Jahmyr Gibbs. I think he has high receiving upside, and most of the other ones don't as much, other than McKinnon, and Gibbs is going to get more run than McKinnon.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you can't make fun of Tony for winning all that money because he won all that money. Like,
and the members on top of it. People forget the freaking members
anything.
won all kinds of cheese last year off that.
I'll talk shit to Wiley all day. Not you. You do your thing.
I like that. I like talking trash to Wiley. I can get behind this. We can tag team up on Wiley maybe on this show.
Be careful. Be careful.
How do I get him on the bottom of us? There we go. Get him down there. Get him down there where he belongs. Get him on the bottom by his ladder.
Bottom rung.
No, in fact, I picked up some strategy from you actually, Big T, whether you knew it or not, was to increase ceiling projections on kickers, because sometimes, a lot of the time last year, they were on a lot of winning optimals. So I just think they're too low.
With kickers, they're underprojected for the most part.
They're totally underprojected.
It's just their ceiling though, where JBC will come the other way on us. Is he'll say they never have the any
game that's a shootout,
they're breaking ceilings.
If it's a shootout, they're not going to be optimal.
Yeah,
like no matter what they could score fucking 20, and half the time they're not going to be optimal. It's hard.
Richie James getting in the box twice tonight.
He's like the hardest guy for me not to just
getting in the box twice tonight.
He what?
I said Big T is also getting in the box twice tonight.
I can't go twice no more. Are you kidding me? No chance I'm going twice. Maybe once. I'm good for one tonight. Definitely not two.
Kevin Reed. Ooh, yes. Tag team Wiley. That's what we came for. What's wrong with you, Kevin? Ban him from the Discord. Rubio, ban him immediately. So what's your captain then? What's your captain theory then tonight there, Big T? Top corner.
I mean, I'm super simple tonight. I got Mahomes the most, and then Amon-Ra, Gibbs, and then a little bit of Montgomery, just because I got flashbacks of Detroit last year, this friggin' Jamal Williams scoring like 3 touchdowns every week. So I could see Montgomery falling into the end zone 2 or 3 times. But for the most part, I want these good guys tonight. And that's not how I always am. But tonight, I just need one of those good guys up top, I think.
Dude, we got him in the chat talking about Cialis, dude. That's what I was telling you. We need them to sponsor this.
We can do that. That's where Wiley comes in. He knows how to get us these sponsors.
No, they already sponsored. Here's the thing. You just say anything. We're sponsored by Red Lobster. Grab yourself something.
We're sponsored by Red Lobster.
Yeah, we just landed that now. The number one revenue producing restaurant in the country is Red Lobster.
Red Lobster is redundant though. Like, why does the lobster have to be red? Are there other colors for lobsters? I guess there's a blue lobster.
Do you want to go to Red Lobster after?
Kind of.
Okay.
I haven't been to Red Lobster in a minute. Cheddar Bay. Tony, you seem like a Cheddar Bay biscuit guy.
I could get some of that. Yeah, I could get in there for that.
We had Tony when we were abandoning the hurricane. We we went to this in the middle of nowhere, California, this taco joint, and that looked like it had a D health grade. And we had Tony eating stingray tacos, and he was loving them. Just saying.
It was an upset.
That was the bonding.
We bonded for sure. Yeah. We bonded until we lost the main event of the MMA, and then we fought again.
Yeah.
Someone asked who's the highest projected wide receiver for KC. That is on paper Sky Moore.
Yeah,
right?
but
You guys both like Sky Moore the most?
I don't. I like MVS the most.
How's it? MVS can't catch. How's he gonna?
I said.
I remember one game where he had 100 and he had like 5 for 116.
I remember one game you just said.
That's it. You take the games that burn you and you completely overplay the narrative. Fuck you.
I've seen that
Tony.
guy drop so many
Fuck
open
me.
touchdowns.
Let's get him in there because nobody's gonna play him.
My key rule, I said it on the earlier show, but I think one rule I'm going to be different with on tonight is playing max one with Mahomes of the pass catchers.
That is insane.
Correct. That's why I knew you would say that. That's why I brought it up.
Well, I mean,
max one wide receiver with Mahomes, regardless of the wide
Yes,
receiver.
like multiple running backs because I do like the multiple running back builds. I like those.
Yeah. That's open for sure. One pass catcher, so one of all of the pass catchers.
Yeah,
and McKinnon's not in my rule, even though he's kind of a pass catcher.
Pass catcher.
Right.
Why would you limit yourself like that?
Because it's how I get some uniques up in there while being chalky. I don't. Some of my biggest shippers in Showdown, like the solo ones that people talk about, are because of rules like that where. The one Jamal Williams I had where I won 250 the one time, I played Jamal Williams over like Aaron Rodgers. So like and that would just, obviously it's not like optimal to do it that way, but when it happens and you get the right script, how you want it, no one's playing Jamal Williams as a backup running back over Aaron Rodgers. So no one's going to have that build and it's going to be a solo ship.
Right. But it takes a long time for that type of EV to play out. You're going to really, really punt a lot of slates and then hit one big.
And I think that's what makes it so great at Run Pure right now is, I mean, I'll be honest. I've been honest. I've struggled this year. I haven't done as good. And JBC just brought it up. Why? I've been too aggressive with stuff. I fade too much stuff. And when I ship it all. I mean, I've solo shipped. I would be willing to bet more than anyone in Showdown. Mm-hmm. But I've also lost a ton of money this year because I'm aggressive. Right. Since JBC's come and these guys have come and we're strengthening the team at Run Pure, I'm trying to meet in the middle. I'm still not going all the way where I'm playing everyone, but I'm also not going to where I'm just full all in. You can see it on the player pool sheet if you remember at Run Pure. We got all of mine and JBC stuff up there. Instead of fading just everything, I got a little glimmer and I'm meeting in the middle with them. I'm trying to meet in the middle. I'm trying to learn. Everyone should be willing to learn, and that's what we're going to do at Run Pure.
And we're giving an ice maker full of cash.
Are we doing that tonight?
No, I don't have an ice maker full of cash.
Where is it?
But
I thought you just had those laying around.
I did too. Or is it not in that box back there by the ladder?
No, well, you were here. I got about 25.
I didn't look in the boxes though. I didn't want to snoop.
You have 25 ice makers back there?
Yes. Clear ice. Clear ice. 17 pounds a day.
The one question I got for Wiley is, where's your Run Pure gear? Amber got him a nice backpack of gear, and the thing hasn't even been opened yet.
And he doesn't have the logo.
It's the old logo.
So we got to get rid of all the old gear.
Yes. Ship it off to another country.
With the even though
I was gonna say that was actually the reason I was coming on in the beginning was like, this dude just bet $12K and he's got a Lions jersey on. He bet against it.
It's Calvin Johnson. It's Georgia Tech.
Benny Hannes says, "What is the sentiment on kickers? Everyone here loves the kickers.
Everyone here loves the kickers.
Kickers love defense. Give me a 40 to 35 game."
You guys both like under though tonight, right?
No.
I like
you don't. You like over?
No, I'm going under.
I like it over.
I love under.
Blowout RPS sale. Yes.
Sell all the. I don't even have one of the backpacks yet. You need to send me that shit.
Yeah.
I swear Wiley got the last one. He doesn't even use it. Send it to JVC
right here.
if you don't want it.
Right there, baby.
That's the last one.
Oh, sorry. JVC, did you not get one? Oh. Maybe like kickers more. Did Uncle T survive the surgery? No, he's dead. R.I.P.
That's the Deadpool. The Deadpool. It's over.
Yes, just to make up that.
I lost.
Noah Gray or Blake Bell for first touchdown.
Blake Bell. Blake Bell was partying a couple weeks ago.
The Belldozer.
Seemed like a good dude. Blake Bell.
Where with you guys?
In San Diego. Dude, he was with Bryce and Wakey, man. He was at the restaurant.
Text.
Which restaurant? The one I was at?
Yeah. I mean, me and you, we went to bed early because we had to, get up and actually like do shit. But the people that didn't have to get up and do shit, fucking were out with Blake Bell until 4:00 in the morning.
I like that. I'm gonna bump my exposure because of that.
That's what I did.
Mm-hmm. What's his first touchdown prop? It's got to be high.
Hey, Blake Bell first touchdown. He got that dog in him.
I already bet my Montgomery first touchdown because of Wiley.
Yes, Montgomery, and Pacheco. Those are your first touchdowns for each team.
Chiefs 4 Lions with Mahomes captain viable. That's exactly what Tony is building. Playing those 2 Chiefs, 1 receiver lineups.
Yes.
I love the 2-4 lineups. Another thing that I haven't done in the past that I'm learning from JBC is I think I did too many 5-1s, and that's another way to solo shit, but it's also a way to light money on fire.
Mangone, was I so drunk I didn't talk to Blake Bell? You were definitely with Blake Bell, but I don't think you knew it was him.
Who? Mangone?
Yeah.
That was Mangone's first road trip.
Because Bryce had to Bryce was trying to Google and figure out who he was, and eventually he figured it out. The Beldos are getting down.
We got a couple of questions in the live show too. Can you rank McKinnon, MVS, Sky Moore? How do you guys rank those 3?
MVS 1, McKinnon 2, Sky Moore 3.
I got
inverse.
What's yours, JBC?
Reverse it.
Sky, McKinnon, MVS.
Sky, McKinnon.
And the funny thing is, I think I'm in the middle. I got McKinnon for sure 1.
Yeah.
Sky 2, MVS 3.
Yeah.
MVS sucks. Wiley, MVS sucks.
100% Mahomes. Look,
he's wide receiver 1.
100% Mahomes. Love it. Love it.
Yes. You have to be 100% Mahomes.
I think I'm at 92 or something, and then on FanDuel lock at MVP.
Yeah, I am.
One more question in the live show chat from Rumper. If you have ASB a captain, do you have Goff and utility? That's a standard rule for sure that you should have, but
I don't, because
you don't ever do that. Okay,
because I used to, but I think that the correlation as far as if ASB is the captain, then the game is probably going to be going back and forth a little bit. So the likelihood that you end up with Mahomes instead of Goff being optimal with him is negligible. And those lineups are built a lot less, and so they're not nearly as duped.
Is Kelsey 100% out? Yes, he's 100% out. That's your massive Mike G. Massive Mike G. Is Wiley in Big T's basement? No, this is my office. And this office is absolutely haunted. And periodically you'll see an orb float through my head. And that's the ghost. And he's here.
The ghost of Uncle T.
Yes, R.I.P. Uncle T.
R.I.P. Uncle T.
He lived a good life.
He lived a good life. He lived a good life.
His last trip was down to that office where Wiley's at too, before his death.
It was a sad, sad day. He said his goodbyes and R.I.P.
Yep. There we go.
Just made three Blake Bell lineups because of this. Does the ghost pick winners? I need a core. Yes. Butker, lock. Watson, lock. Mahomes, captain. No Tony love.
I don't think I like him more than the market does. I'm not saying that the price is great, but I think there's a decent chance that he does well. Do I usually run?
Do you usually run a 4-2, JBC?
4 2s and 3 3s.
Yeah.
Take Holden instead.
Holden has died too. It's been a twofer for September.
Holden's my favorite person that works here, man. He should get him on this show.
All right.
Holden. Yeah, where is Holden?
Any problem with Gibbs captain with ASB with 4 Chiefs?
No.
If your projections print it, do it. I have so many 4
Chiefs. Getting too specific on the rules for Showdown.
Totally.
You get too far in the weeds.
You just gotta have one or multiple game scripts and believe in them. Oh my God, Uncle T's back from the dead.
Is he back?
Ghost. It's the ghost. Get him out of here.
Uncle T, we missed you. Who's the captain tonight?
What's the most salary you guys leaving on the table? I don't leave very much, only 1,000. Wiley goes no floor.
Yep. I'm leaving 50,000 on the table.
Yeah.
Bad take, JBC. Oh.
JBC does love Bobby Boom. I love Bobby Boom.
Bobby Boom.
I love Bobby Boom because I like when Kevin Fallick gets like hot and bothered by someone in chat. So I like the tilt that he causes Fallick. That makes me happy.
Oh, still editing baseball, man. What's wrong with me?
Big T got the picking winners face on, completely tuned out. Yep.
I'm putting in my 150s here. I'm learning. I'm putting in my 150s. I'm in here grinding.
Have there been any more?
There's one more in the live show chat. Amon-Ra and Justin Watson or Pacheco and Reynolds on FanDuel.
I think that me and Wiley are going to, this is a team effort, Amon-Ra and Watson.
That's got to be Amon-Ra and Watson. We got to be unanimous on that. Amon-Ra is so much better than those other guys in that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 340 and maybe 1 for Watson, and that's your slate. Butker 5 field goals.
Dude, if they kick 5 field goals, I'm turning the game off.
The funny thing is, I think they might kick a lot of field goals tonight. I like low scoring.
How much bump do you give MVS with Mosley being out?
You're the MVS whisperer over here. Me and Tony think he can't catch.
I don't give bumps ever based on stuff like that, though. Ever.
Unless it's the situation Noah Gray playing for Travis Kelce, that's a bump. Other than that,
yeah. What are you with CEH, Tony? I'm at 0.
Oh God, I hate that guy, but he's got to be healthy for the first time, and he's going to be low on. So this is an example of past years. I would definitely full fade 100%, but I got a tiny little sliver tonight. I'll say that. I don't like him though. If I'm building 1 or 3 teams, I would not have him. But
I have 6% right now.
Yeah, I probably I can tell you what I got. I got it up. I got 5%. So yeah, right in there.
The biggest damage that can be caused, I think, is by Khalif Raymond and what he might do.
Yeah, it's hard to know how chalky all these guys are going to be at the bottom just because there's so many of them. Khalif Raymond, Richie James, Reynolds, Noah Gray. What are you going to play all 4 of them and leave 10,000 salary? I guess Wiley is, but I'm going to play Amon-Ra instead.
Well, I'm almost 100% Amon-Ra, and I'm 100% Mahomes for sure.
I think we all kind of agree on that. At least I think we do.
Yeah. Right now, I've got a little over 90% Mahomes, Goff, high 70s, Amon-Ra, 80.
I don't. Someone said no Marvin Jones.
He's in play.
He's in play.
10-15%, something. He's just overpriced, and you want it. And jamming in those top 3 guys, I think, is the number 1 priority.
Yeah. I just think, what's his price? He's 6,200. I just don't have him projected really high. He's not hitting a lot of my lineups because of that. You get Pacheco at 6,800. Who I think he's going to have a game.
Yeah. Sky Moore, the boy.
The other thing is Gibbs. That's the other one. That's the big unknown. What do they do with Gibbs? Like you said, he could have 8
They're
catches.
going to shove with Gibbs is what they're going to do. Gibbs is going to crush.
The ball, at least in the past.
What happened to Swift?
Montgomery's slower than JBC.
You what?
Montgomery's slower than JBC.
Stop.
It's offensive.
Stop.
Another chat in the chat. Any thoughts on Mahomes captain? So this is one thing we talked about last year a bunch on Showdown shows. Mahomes captain with Lions defense in the flex.
I think it's more viable on FanDuel than it is on DraftKings.
So the point we made, I wanted to hear what you said, because the point we made last year was it's probably not the best, but when you somehow get that pick 6 out of the gate or late, like they're just so mad.
Today you need 2.
You could, but I mean, when you get it though, the upside is you're going to ship. Is the good thing. But
my biggest showdown win ever, this was like the Falcons were playing the Saints on Thanksgiving, and I think I had a 4-2 with the Saints defense and 4.
Was that the Taysom game?
No, this is before Taysom. I think was even in the league. I think the Falcons fumbled inside the 5 like 4 times. So the Saints only had 1 pick 6, but the Falcons had like 600 total yards but lost because they kept fumbling inside the 5. And that's the other way you can get there, is if they're just constantly turning the ball over in the red zone. But yeah, I mean, it's so rare that it happens.
Do you put any randomness on defense? I mean, it could be 80% either way. It could be 100% either way. If you project it like 6 points for the Chiefs, it could be 12, it could be 0.
Showdown, I don't change the randomization on the defense. Regular slate, I use a higher randomization on the defense than all the other players.
Yeah. Defense is the killer. It's just the absolute.
Yeah.
Did Tony play? Yes, Tony is playing.
Do what?
Would you play Mont and Gibbs in the same lineup? Sure. Huh? What's that?
Tony was thinking we were talking about Tony, not Kadarius Tony.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, huh? Did Tony? Yeah, I'm talking about
Tony. Kadarius Tony's name is Tony.
I get it now.
Tony died. Tony died. R.I.P.
I was like, yeah, I'm on the show.
If you play Mont and Gibbs in the same lineup, I don't see why not. I do not see why not.
Is Tony on a pitch count? Yes.
For his entire career, he is.
Yeah,
he's never not on a pitch count.
Never not on a pitch count.
Would you play? I did read that Watson is going to play ahead of Rice and Ross. So that
dude, Rice in college was slow as can be. Like, I don't understand how he's going to do good in the NFL if he was slow in college.
Play with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
because he's got Patrick Mahomes, is what you're supposed to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
JBC for your core, is Goff necessary?
On you talking about FanDuel? I have the core on FanDuel. But on DraftKings, I mean, I like Goff a lot, on both. I think that if I was playing only like 3 to 5 lineups, I think I'm putting St. Brown, Goff, and Mahomes in all of them.
I think Goff for that price, what's he, 9,800? 17 probably floor for me.
Yeah, he'll do it.
And that's an okay game. Okay game.
He chucked the ball around.
I think that's an okay game for him. That's with an interception too.
There's no way Goff has a 17 floor on the road.
Yeah, that's a little high of a floor, but it's definitely like a median.
Yeah, no, I agree for sure, median.
What was his last game against? What's his only game he's ever played against the Chiefs? He put up 444 yards or something like that.
That had to be at home.
Last season, dude. Got to put it out of your mind.
I can't.
I love the ladder. There's nothing better than the ladder in your videos. Like, I love it.
It's the ladder to success. You know what's the top of that ladder?
You?
Success.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you. You should have said
one day you and JBC can reach the top of that ladder.
I would love to be at the top of that ladder.
There's no way I'm ever climbing a ladder.
When's the last time you climbed a ladder?
Fuck. Oh man. There was like a storm here, and I had left the umbrella open on the deck, for the table, and it blew on the roof, and I had to climb a ladder and get up and get that bitch down. That was like 2 years ago. I thought I was gonna die.
Mangone, I can't wait to eat a burrito at the top of that ladder one day. Keep that content up, Mangone. I demand it. What do we, 755, 755? And I think we've covered it. Baby.
Goff has never stepped foot into Arrowhead. We're going to be calling it Goff Head, apparently.
No, he's never done that. He's played. Mahomes has played Detroit once.
Top of that ladder.
I like ASB at captain with Gibbs, but the other two are going to disagree.
Everyone wants Wiley's core. Well, we got all this content on the site, and freaking Wiley doesn't do no core, and then he blames it on me, and he's like, "Do I want to do a core? Yes. Will JBC let me? No. JBC wants you to have a core up there. What do you mean? Don't blame other people.
You've never asked me to do a core.
For the core.
Yeah, we want your core.
Run this company and make money for us.
Well, we want cores now too.
Fuck you. I'm gonna fire one person.
Captain.
We're waiting for
Watson
your core.
captain. Oh, who's that? That's hot.
Yours is Watson captain. Your core.
I'm not crazy. No, Watson is not.
You got
a
one team tonight. Who's your captain and two other guys?
Well, let's hear it, Wiley.
Mahomes, ASB, Watson.
Is there any overrun contest?
There we go.
Yeah, Mahomes is.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
there you go, Benny.
Another $10 got to enter this bitch.
Yes. We got to enter the lineups. Was that we're doing? Oh, here. Let's pump the Discord. So a lot of this commentary we're getting from the Discord, right? So when I came on to RPS, I took a long look at what goes on in the inner workings behind the scenes at the company. And the Discord is, these people are great. It's incredible. It's the church of RPS. And so, yeah, if you want to be a member of RPS and join the Discord, where you get to talk to people like JBC and BigT, but
Wiley.
not me, because they don't make me do cores.
Oh, you could definitely talk to Wiley in there. He's slopping it up in there all the time.
Slopping it.
I
break up fights.
Discord is my lifeblood. My
break up
fights. Wake up in the morning, hit the toilet to take a shit, talk on Discord for like 2 hours.
I mean, I can tell the true story too, because I've been here obviously before you guys.
Anybody that has a question, I will answer that shit.
Let me talk you up. You don't talk
Wait.
yourself.
Wait. Here's the thing with me. I have an uncanny skill. Some would say it's almost like magical that I can guess someone's birthday. Any athlete,
you were so far off the other day.
Wait, someone goes Justin Watson's birthday.
Justin Watson's birthday.
I was trying to talk up JBC.
Wait.
Now you're talking about Justin Watson's birthday.
5/16/97. Thank you. Print it.
Am I allowed to talk up JBC now?
Yeah. Can we get to the next point?
96.
I gotta wait till Wiley tells me I'm allowed.
No, go ahead. You can speak. Go ahead.
Now I can talk them up. So when I was trying to bring these guys on, the most important thing, I was like, our Discord's the best in the industry. It's very important. I won't go into specifics about who was here before and stuff like that, but I said it's very important that Discord, because the members are great in there. We got sharp people. Right away, they're like, him and Bryce were like, that's what we do. We live in the Discord. And you know what? I've heard it. I mean, all this time, everyone says that. I live in the Discord. So I'm like, sure, okay, guys. Then they start, and I see it, and it blew me away. And I'll be honest, I'm not just saying it to get people on. The dude's incredible in Discord. He's always in there. He answers every question, helps as many people as he can, and that's why Rumpier's the best. Sure, you can say stuff about other sites, and they might have better features, but no one has a better Discord than us. No chance.
No.
I'll put it against anything, and it can't be. It was the best before JBC and these guys. Now they live in there on top of it already being the best. It's impossible to be better than it is in there. And Wiley's always in there too.
I want to say this, and this is about Mark or JBC, and this is completely off script, completely unrehearsed. Mark is a great person.
Did you write it on the piece of paper for sure?
Point at Mark.
You wrote it on your. I know you wrote it on your sheet too.
I literally had a note. Say Mark is a nice person.
Because I was in your office. You do take notes while you're sitting there. I've seen it, so I bet you actually do.
Oh, we got Andy saying
I'm
screw Dan.
manic.
I agree, Andy. Screw
What's
Dan.
that?
My boy
Dan.
Andy saying to screw Dan. Screw Dan. I agree.
JBC is transparent, always helpful. Yes, he is. Yes, they're always in there all the time. That's the absolute
One Up
truth.
Discord is pretty good as well. Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. Screw Dan. Is
Only
that your
problem
Dan?
with
Is that our
Discord
Dan?
is when people are done, they leave.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 15 minutes to post. 15 minutes to post. Butker or Patterson? Hey, Brandon, why not both? If you, I have Patterson a little bit under, but
Campbell kicks less field goals than Reed does.
yeah. 8:20. You got 20 minutes.
I do like McKinnon, Spencer Smith.
Yeah. Messinion.
Or 2 or 4-3 is shipping tonight. Yes.
Well, I hope so because those are all my builds.
I just don't play the onslaughts.
Yeah. There we go. There have been no more lineup changes since we've been on this call, right? No one's
all the inactives were like defensive linemen and shit.
Okay.
Look at Derek. Derek is all on Wiley's take for Watson.
Oh yeah, this huge fan base. Good people here. As soon as you guys flipped these squares around here on the screen, they all felt sympathy for me. They all want jobs at RPS.
All part of
Montgomery
the
and Moore. Huh?
I said all part of the design, putting you down there.
I think
That's right.
Montgomery and Moore probably, which they may disagree with me.
I mean, I thought you were a Gibbs. If Gibbs has 8 catches and
Moore
nothing else.
I'm a Moore guy. I like Gibbs. I like Moore. I think I'd rather go against Gray than Montgomery.
The thing is just project the game as you see it's going to have its outcomes. Mm-hmm. Enter those projections and let the optimizer build your lineups based on your convictions in that way. Yep. Underdo the rules. No min-max. Set a good floor salary.
How do you guys compare Josh Reynolds and Craig Reynolds and
Josh Reynolds or
Khalif Raymond and Craig Reynolds?
Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds. I keep saying Craig's. I'm looking at him on my sheet.
I think Josh Reynolds can have a game. I think Khalif Raymond will do something, but
you like Josh Reynolds way more?
Not way more, but I think that his floor is pretty high for me. I mean, he has some big games.
Playing both QBs viable in a single entry, yes.
Of course, yeah. I mean, Jared Goff, he's going to have a big game, in my opinion. What about tight end right? Right.
I've got him 1 out of 150 right now.
Yeah.
So he's on there.
I might have him in none at 150.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in? Are you going to tinker anymore? Are you in?
No,
with all your lineup.
I'm done.
Okay.
Got my shit ready.
Right. I've got no right. None. 0. Ooh, I've got no Chiefs defense too. I got 2 lineups with Chiefs defense.
Full fade of Mahomes on FanDuel. That's not smart.
Literally just betting on an injury. Literally all you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, even in a non-Mahomes game, he's going to be the highest probably scorer. So.
If he's not injured, he will be in the winner on FanDuel tonight.
Mm-hmm. Old man Marvin Jones. His price is just a little high for what. I mean, he's going to do something, but 4 catches, 3 catches. 30 yards.
McKinnon or both. I mean, I think you can definitely play both, but I like McKinnon. Wiley's big Pacheco.
Yeah. What is Brock Wright's birthday, Wiley? One moment, please. I need silence. Brock Wright. April 13th, 99. Talk to me.
It's just trying.
November 98. I'm within 6 months. That counts. That's a win.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
That's pretty good. Tony, when do you turn 40, Tony?
March.
You guys are
When do you turn 40? When do you turn 40, JBC?
8 years ago.
2029.
I'm old enough to be JBC's dad, just by the way. And he calls me.
You would have had to been on the workbench pretty early to be his dad.
Yeah, that's you.
Close.
But yes.
Yep.
Bad to run Mahomes and 2 of his pass catchers with Butker. I mean, I don't see a problem with it.
If that's what your projections tell you, then do it. Now that would be limited for Tony. So Tony, Tony would not have that lineup.
Right. But
and that's fair.
Yeah. That's Tony getting in the Tonyville, doing the Tony stuff.
Big T, you live in Ohio.
Kind of. I actually do not live in Ohio.
We're both Kentucky. Montgomery.
What was the question?
Tony or Montgomery
Cash. Montgomery has to be a better cash play than Tony. It has to be.
You're going to give Montgomery 20 carries for 55 yards.
And 2 touchdowns, probably.
I have 50 yards and then 325 and a touchdown for 16 points. Montgomery. Guess your birthday, little trope. Little trope. Guess your birthday. Your birthday is November 14th, 97. Thank you. Kentucky. Yes, we're both Kentucky.
God, Justin Ross was so good in college. Why can't he be good tonight?
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be one of those guys. It's going to be a Richie James, which will kill me.
You don't have him? How much Richie James you got?
There's 5.
I don't have a ton because I project him at 4.5, but I've been steaming him all summer, and I might have to change some things in 8 minutes.
Really, you're going to tinker this late? Why?
I don't know, man. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to keep it as it is.
Fucking conviction.
Sam Laporta on FanDuel is like a great play. I just realized that at the last second. He's only 6,500.
Yeah, but Noah Gray's 5,500.
I think Laporta's like way better than him though. Like just in a, you don't.
Yeah, I mean, I do like good play. Like I have him a lot. Like it's good.
I thought he was more expensive for some reason.
Just play them both with fucking Mahomes and Goff.
Don't be saying my main build on the show. Throwing that out there.
I was 3 months off that guy's birthday, by the way. So we were just absolutely crushing the game right now. There you go, ice maker for some of you. What happened to C-Dome? He died. R.I.P.
Who?
Uncle
Chris
T.
Randone.
R.I.P. Uncle T.
Uncle T's died. That was sad.
How many uniques do you do on FanDuel, JBC?
1, especially when I'm locking Mahomes and captain. You kind of have to.
Are we going to go up to actual lock?
It's your show.
Yeah, it's your show. You're the Showdown king, or at least you call yourself.
No, if the intro was played appropriately, we are both Showdown kings. Should I play it?
I should have gotten that Burger King crown today. It was too busy slopping in Discord.
This segment's brought to you by Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen. Grab yourself some today.
Right, Dairy Queen, Cialis, Blue Chew,
Burger King, and Red Lobster.
And Red Lobster.
Yep.
We need Tony to do one of those marketing reads again. Those were fire.
The funny thing, I've done a million shows now in my life. The only time I've ever had a script on my screen was for that read. I've never had a note. I've never had anything else.
I use it all the time.
I used to get reads for the podcast, and I said, I just can't read this. I'm just going to say it how I want to say it.
That's how I have to do it. If you tell me to read something, I sound absolutely
it'll sound so terrible. Unnatural. Yep.
Yeah. And I've never understood why when they have someone read it, why would they not want them just to read it natural?
Yeah. So when I did that, they would be like the next day, don't do that. Don't read it in your own words. We'll get sued. Okay. Sounds good.
Did you get Matt McMillan on it?
Scott Matt. Yeah, so our attorney's name is Scott Matt Miller.
Shout out our attorney, man.
Shout out attorney. So we've got 3 levels of attorneys at this company. This company does not mess around anymore. We've got nice, we've got ruthless but nice and professional, Scott, and then we've got really mean. So
I prefer my attorneys to be really mean.
Yes, the attorneys who defend JBC are really mean. AP, good luck tonight, my brother. Get the high quality whiskey out. There you go.
Good and fucking well. AP has a 24 of fucking Bud Light, dude.
Yeah, get in the whiskey tonight, AP.
Pussy.
AP, just take a load off. AP, so stressed out.
Always stressed out.
Always stressed out. You know what was in the local bodega today? AP, a $1,200 bottle of 14-year or 12-year Pappy, just sitting there.
They have the
and 3 bottles of Blanton that you want.
Barley, I got a hookup for the Poppy, by the way. Way cheaper than that.
One of my boys is
$7.50
and we have to drink it every time I'm with him just because I get drunk and I'm like, oh, we're drinking Blantons. And, you know, it's
not good, is it?
It's expensive and not good.
That's what someone said on Twitter. What is something that people say is good but is not good?
Blantons. Blantons is something that people say is good but not good. Oh, Blanton's greater than Pappy, says Big Show Brandon. Big Show Brandon in the chat, my boy.
That's
Big
the OG horse whisperer.
Brandon. Oh, we love our horses. Yeah, someone asked about a meetup. When's the next RPS meetup? Well, I mean, we got 2 running at Churchill Downs in about 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
There you go. And we got a horse channel now in the Discord. So there you go. Can we talk about who's in the Discord now, Tony? Or is that secret?
Well, sorry, go.
Do what?
Can we talk about now who's in the horse Discord?
You can talk about whatever you want.
Horse Discord?
I don't know his name.
Oh, the horse. Yeah, the Mick Cronin's brother, the Fat Bald Guy Racing, one of the best horse.
Oh, it's Fat Bald Guy.
Yeah, he's in a Discord now, and he's ready. He's the
we
man.
got horse content. We're ready.
Yep.
He came to Ellis Park with us. I swear to God.
No, he wasn't there.
Thoughts on Justin Watson? Wiley put him in every lineup.
I'm not putting him in every lineup, but always got spammed. But I'm projecting him at way more than what the market is at 3. I think he's 3 catches, 40 yards. And for the bonus, a touchdown. That's the bang bang touchdown. Bang bang shrimp. Brought to you by. That's right. It's brought to you by. No. We got a new sponsor. Bonefish Grill.
Bonefish Grill. I do love Bonefish Grill.
Free bang bang shrimp. Everyone in this YouTube channel.
100% Sky Moore for the rent money. Now we're talking.
Code JBC. Yes, 100% Sky Moore. McKinnon or Moore.
The boy Bobby Baffert.
I got a good story about Bob Baffert. Not for YouTube.
Not for YouTube.
Not to YouTube live. Bang Bang Shrimp. That's right. Christian McDonald. Code JBC. You'll get free Bang Bang Shrimp at any participating. Yes, except Ohio and North Texas. 5.5 minutes. 1 minute. 5.5 minutes. This reminds me of the Bill Burr Philadelphia rant when he's just blowing up Philly because he couldn't stand it. And he's saying 7 more minutes. 7 more minutes.
That is exactly how I feel about Philadelphia.
Yep. Julian Wilson. Let's go. Let's go to Bonefish.
I'd go to Bonefish right now.
I
like
good.
Bonefish.
Nathan, you hate Bonefish.
Yeah, you don't.
Nathan's still here with me.
Bonefish guy.
Did Nathan get a logo in the Discord?
He did. He got a logo. He said it's basically Long John Silver's with reservation.
Oh, it's not. That's a terrible take. You can't
How
finish
could you
this
say
show
that?
with a take
How
that
could you
bad.
say that about our new sponsor?
Bonefish
So,
is like
Now our
Long
new
John
sponsor is Long
Silver.
John Silver.
He's got an hour-long rant. This is Nathan, our web dev. Okay.
That's the worst take I've ever heard.
It was a
I like Bonefish Grill.
He compared it to Long John Silver.
Yes. With reservations.
Does Bonefish even have? I guess.
Hey, good fucking burger at a good fucking price. Right there.
Wearing a Lions jersey, bet on the Chiefs though.
Mention RPS at Bonefish and get a free glass of water.
Free glass of water.
in participating states.
Participating. Big T watch party. Can we do NFL?
Yeah.
We can't do NFL, unfortunately. Not yet, at least. We'll definitely do some NBA ones, though.
Well, you will.
God, I hope Bucker just ships it right up JPC's ass tonight.
Bang. That's right. The bang bang shrimp play of the day.
What would be even funnier is if I won with Bunker.
It would be the best if you will. What percentage do you got of them?
21. Just clip me
I
talking.
mean, we're
shit.
about the same. So it's like we're arguing over nothing.
Yeah.
I like
Raymond or
Dicker
Watson?
way better. on
Watson.
Slate
I like
than
Raymond. He likes Watson.
Yeah, Peter Porker. Max, one question. Sorry, that's
You like Watson over Raymond? Who?
I do.
You like Watson more than Raymond?
He drank the whole bottle of the Pappy.
I think he did too.
He's a quarter the price and much better.
He
than
might not even
Quarter
be
of the price. I love the way you phrased that. You're leaving all this salary, but 200 versus 800 matters.
What is the best thing to do? What is the best thing to do after Bonefish? Regret your life.
I'd get
Jay
my
Caleb.
one session in after Bonefish. I'll tell you that. Get my one nightly round.
I don't care. You're nuts. Bonefish is great.
Trim your pubes with code JBC15.
Yes. Any company that you like, use code JBC and it will work. Rite Aid. Yeah, that's a sponsor. Rite Aid. Grab yourself some drugs today. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Why do you keep counting down?
It's just the Bill Burr model. It's hilarious.
It's impressive that we still got 375 watching when we've been counting down for like 10 minutes.
What's your record? What's a average live show traffic? Average.
I mean, football goes way up, so I'd say today was pretty good.
We put 700.
Yeah, we cracked over that. I mean, we did good. The Sunday ones we'll get a couple thousand.
See that, JBC never gives a compliment. Can't just say good job.
Me? I literally went down the dude's pants earlier in the show. What do you mean I don't give a compliment? I mean, that's all I do is give compliments.
You guys yell at each other.
Look.
2 minutes.
So Josh Reynolds, I'm still staring at my main team. I got a team in the 2K. I mean, do I like what do I Josh Reynolds is the guy. I keep calling him the wrong name is what throws me off.
Dude, the first run through I did, I had a bunch of correct Reynolds because I had entered it wrong, and I was like,
I don't even think I fully realized they're two different humans until right now.
They don't even play the same position.
No, I know. Right?
Ship with Craig Williams by accident.
Yeah, that would be that. That's the one.
I drafted Richie James for 2 months and then realized he didn't play for the Giants anymore.
Now he's going to house for you tonight, and you're going to redeem yourself. And then you're going to say, I always wanted him because he's on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's how you shift to full tout life, Wiley. You say you knew it.
Yep. Give me a ring. Okay.
Well, good luck to everybody. Chiefs going to win, let's see, 38-31, 69 points on the dot.
27-24. Chiefs. That's bad because you'll lose your bet. You're what, 3.5? Yeah. 27-23.
Tony, what's the
For my
prediction?
man.
My prediction 20-16
Disgusting.
Chiefs.
All right.
Are you really that low?
I think it's a low scoring game for sure.
God.
Okay.
My bet now that it's live on the site was for sure the under was the only thing I liked tonight.
We're
All right,
locked,
guys.
I guess. See you, brothers. Bye-bye now.